say about repealing the Patriot Act?
I'm for it. I personally feel that the Patriot Act is bad law. It doesn't need to be reformed. It needs to be repealed. And I would push for that to take place. And obviously, the Congress would need to see the light on this issue, and I would try to help them see the light. I'll give you a personal illustration of this. And this happened before the Patriot Act. So keep in mind that what we are dealing with now after the Patriot Act is 100 times more egregious than what we had before the Patriot Act. In the late 1990s, I bought a used 1995 GMC half-ton pickup truck. I had saved for several years $5,000 in cash. I had a Ford Ranger pickup truck that I sold for $5,000 cash. So now I have a total of $10,000 cash to apply toward a new truck. I had watched my dad, who was born in 1907, by the way, went through the Great Depression and all of those years, who as he got older would save and buy things for cash, including his cars. I always thought it was the height of the American dream to be able to save and work hard and go down to a retail store and buy something of value with cash. I thought that was part of the real America. That made you proud and independent and all that. I couldn't wait to find a vehicle that I could pay cash for, just like Dad. Well, I finally found a pickup truck that I wanted. Unfortunately, $10,000 wouldn't cover the cost, so I had to borrow the other 6 or 7 or whatever it was. So I went into the dealer with my check for the balance in my $10,000 cash, and I drove home in my 1995 GMC half-ton pickup truck. A few days later, a knock comes to my door. A man shows me a badge and introduces himself as a criminal investigator from the Internal Revenue Service. I'm not making this up. And he demanded to know where I got the $10,000 in cash. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when I become President of these United States, that kind of nonsense stops.
All right.
What we got going on now with the Patriot Act is even more egregious. So these kind of things are what's happening all over the United States of America. And Benjamin Franklin said they that give up essential liberty for temporary security deserve neither. And I believe that.
Amen.
Yes.
What do you think about impeaching federal judges to include Supreme Court justices that violate the Constitution?
I think it's a wonderful idea. For far too long, we have had very little checks and balances in the federal government. The reason we have 3 branches of government is so that each branch could hold the other 2 in check for unconstitutional conduct. And obviously, that's why we have the separation of powers. Unfortunately, we have a cabal in Washington, D.C., a good old boy system at work in which nobody wants to really get to the truth in matters. They don't want to deal with constitutional issues. They want to scratch the back and let them scratch mine, and I think for too long we've got rogue judges, we've got rogue congressmen, and we've got rogue presidents. And ultimately, it's we the people that have got to make that deciding factor. And unfortunately, we haven't been doing a very good job of that either.
Right. Amen.